Alrighty guys, welcome. We are back for another edition of the London session. Hope you guys are doing well. And let's get this show on the road. Without further ado guys, good morning, good afternoon, and as always, very good evening, no matter where we are around the world. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome one and all. Looking forward to see what we can come up with today during the London session. Gold just made a decent move. And unfortunately for me, I wasn't in it, not on the computer for it, but someone may have taken a cheeky sell just there. But nonetheless, we will do the analysis moving forward. Guys, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, as Bartman says. Appreciate you for always remembering. Thank you. And everyone else, if you could, in the meantime, do hit that like button. And let's get this show on the road. TikTok, you guys smash the screen for me. And let's get the show on the road. Let's have a look at the news to see what we've got moving forward here today. If there is anything which could impact our session, well, by the time that I'll be on stream, probably not. We got the ECB president speaking 45, not 45, in an hour and 45 minutes from now. So 45 minutes after the London Open, which may impact the charts. Would be probably red folder on other news providers' websites. So just be wary of that. We are trading even pound pairs, it may impact that as well. So just be a little bit wary of that to come. Otherwise, moving forward, pretty clean sailing for us during our session here today. NY, there is obviously some high impact news as per the usual. Alrighty guys, so anyway, we've got that out of the way. Music a bit loud, Franco, thank you for reminding me. And let's get the show on the road and let's have a look at the analysis. And we'll start with, as always, start with gold, guys. Let's have a good one. Alrighty, if anyone has questions or any charts, as always, feel free to send those in. I'll get to those shortly. Looking at gold, and we are now looking at the weekly time frame, and we have flipped back bullish. So we are still, based off that previous weekly candle, strong bullish, and the current candle's flipped in line with the same direction as that previous weekly candle. If we begin to break the high of that previous weekly candle, then there is I feel a really good chance we could retest the all-time high yet again. So strong bullish on the weekly time frame. Just marking the current weekly candle high and see what we've got above that point. If there is to be any potential continuation buys above the weekly high. Now looking at it on daily probably suggests that it could be a bit tricky because we are at resistance and we have tapped into it, and so far we have rejecting. So seeing we have done that, I'm marking the current daily candles low. We've probably formed support at the low. So we've just recently created the lowest point. Even then, we probably formed support at the low. Pretty sure we have. and that could provide some options for some potential sell opportunities by that point there. We'll see what sort of catalyst we might have as well at that point, if any. And as we can see, structurally it is bullish. Strong bullish count on that previous daily. However, so far we're still respecting the resistance here to the left, so a bit of a tricky level that we're currently at on gold at the moment on the higher time frame. Onto the 4 hour, and that in itself very close to flipping bullish, but I'd argue it's technically bearish. Still, it's not closed above this swing. Very close to it. It's tapped into it, it's rejected it. So therefore, that's the importance of the closure above, in my opinion. But what we can see nonetheless is we're currently consolidating between this, the bodies of the candles here to the left, which create the swing point, and the highest point of that wick. So want to see price close above it. We want to see price pop above the daily high, the previous daily candles high as well. I'm going to mark in that level on the 4 hour time frame. We'll change it to gray. As far as support, we'll mark something in on the M30, but as we can see, we're just consolidating above this previous resistance. So if we were to continue bullish, we'd want to really remain above it. So let's see once again, once we go down to the 30, what we've got below the current daily candles low. So we're technically, I'd argue, still bearish in structure on the 4 hour, bullish on the weekly and daily, and the M30 is also still technically bullish, guys. Yep, it's bullish, it's flip bullish. At this point, that is the highest point the market got to. It won't flip bearish technically until back below is 28.93 sort of region at the moment. So we're a fair way off it. Actually below it, sorry, 28.93. That sort of region is where technically the structure will flip. Doesn't mean I'm not going to sell it prior to that. I would still definitely consider it. The daily low. So let's just mark in that level, and let's go to the 15-minute time frame. We've got just a little bit of support, just a tad below it. Let's see what it looks like on the 15. All right, so the 15 perhaps suggests that it could be, we could now add two zones here. We'll add that as the most immediate zone below the below this level here, 29.1150 roughly. We actually got some pretty clean traffic on the 15-minute time frame, where we could almost look for a sell. And structurally bullish on the 30. The bias is technically bullish. Doesn't look as clean on the 30. It's a tough one, guys. It's a tough one. Looks a lot cleaner on the 15. I want to see a nice strong closure below if I am to consider it, because the 30 is a little bit off-putting, trading within that wick. Irrespective of that wick, for me on the M30, it's best below, or a little bit lower down, 29.10.74. Yeah, that is definitely going to be the level for me, because at that point you're popping below the 30-minute support. This is a bearish candle wick, which on the 30, I mean, on the 15, it's actually clean traffic. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be waiting for that level to be met for sales. I want to be looking for preferably closures below 29.10.74 for a sell. The sell's below that point. Take it back down to 29.08. Now, seeing we are at support, I'm going to be looking for a price action catalyst to buy it. Now, still got a few minutes left of 7:15. Not going to have a catalyst within this 15-minute candle. Not closing bullish engulfing. We're not closing strong bullish high, low, higher, high. Not breaking any minor resistance yet formed at support. There's nothing yet on the 15. But that, no, it's not going to change on the 30. It could change on the next M30. We'll have to wait and see. But I would definitely be considering the buys from the support, guys. Just going to see what sort of catalyst presents. If I am to look for a buy, preferably look for a bit of consolidation to form, and then correlate a closure above with the 30-minute closing strong bullish, and that could be enough to look for a potential buy option. So that is so far what I'd be looking for. Sellers below, buys above the support, and if we did pull up only to yet again reject the resistance, then we are just range bound. I would also be looking for options to sell from back up near the daily candles high yet again. That is my opinion of gold. It's made a decent move prior to the stream, and obviously the buys above look really good. Buys above that 29, 22, 15 region is another definite option if price does eventually pop up to that level. Even if it doesn't happen on stream, moving forward into proceedings into today, that could be an option. Today's goal, guys, hopefully it made sense. If it did, you guys know the drill. Hit the like button, YouTube, TikTok, smash the screen for me. And I will move on to have a look at GJ. So we're still dropping on gold, all good. There is no impulse sell. We come from a bar. We're also technically bearish in structure. So I need to wait for the closure block. Let's just watch it actually for the next minute, and then I will move on to GJ. A nice strong closure nonetheless. Keep a little bit of an eye on actually. I want to see what happens at the open of the new candle. Now, if we pop straight down, to actually break this support, only to pop back up and create the upper wick. That may be enough to look for based off just simple price action for a sell stop back below the low of the next candle, if that makes sense. So that would be something along these lines. Pop straight down to actually break without creating upper wick. Then I'm waiting for it to pop back up, create the upper wick. And if it does so, may set a sell stop back below. So that could be very quickly invalid. Oof, what's going on here? Didn't see the upper wick print, but it's dropped straight down. Let's just watch it for a brief minute, guys, before we move on to GJ and see if it does actually drop a bit further. Shake. Yep, so I'm just looking at sells below 29.1070 based on the 15 more so. And it's also below 30-minute, the lowest point of any 30-minute support at that level. Otherwise buys back above the support at 29.13. I'm just really looking for a catalyst in price action to buy it from the current level. So it could be really be a little bit higher above that 29.13. It could be just a tad below it. And otherwise looking for a pullback to sell it again. Just want to watch this a little bit longer. It really needs to pop down towards the low. I can see on my MetaTrader it's now popped up. Yep, so creating up a wick. That's not quite done what I wanted to do. It's almost done it. It's not quite broken the low though. Yeah, alright. Oops. So let's move on to GJ. And let's see what is going on with GJ. So it's just in heavy consolidation at the moment. Does look promising though above the high. Not quite going to catalyst for the impulse entry just yet. So we can do the analysis. And looking at the weekly time frame once again, strong bullish based off the current candle. After spending the most part in the first few days bearish, has flipped back bullish. Let's mark in the high of the current candle. And let's see what we got above it daily. A little bit of margin to the resistance, not a great deal, but you got about 25 pips by the looks of it on the daily. You've also now got counter probabilities to the upside, so that would really goes well for the buy options. Adds added confluence. Then you got a strong bullish engulfing candle, liquidity candle as well on that previous daily candle. Broke the low, went on to break and close above the high. So there's a high probability if we broke our own high for today that we price continue up towards the resistance around that 192 flat region. Structurally, it is still bearish, but with counter probabilities to the upside, the 4 hour, that still is bullish from this big impulse to the upside. Breaking above this bearish candle's high, looks like it's close to around the 50%. Still got a couple hours left within the current candle. We're going to mark in the highs of the current daily bar of support. That is to the downside to the upside. Like we do have a fair bit of margin. Let's go down to the 30 now. And so the 4 hours structurally bullish, as I mentioned. The 30-minute time frame is also technically bullish. Yep, it's flip bearish here, it's flip back bullish just here. And it will remain bullish until this support. So there's the entry point for a sell, guys. There it goes. There's a nice entry point for a sell below 192.230. At that point there, you flip, you have confirmation on closure below of a structural flip on the 30, rejecting a 4-hour resistance. That is definitely going to be a level I'd like to get involved in potential sell options. So that would look something like this for the sells. Now, as for the buys, seeing we've not quite got the catalyst I like to see at resistance, so I want to see this close in 50% mark, above the 50% mark in the zone for an impulse entry. Right now, I'm going to wait, see how this candle closes. I want to see a closure above. There could be options, even if it does break above, could be options based on the 15-minute limit order. So would consider the buys above. Not convinced by impulse entry because we're technically coming from consolidation. It's a nice strong catalyst prior to breaking though, if it does break. Nice strong bullish engulfing candle. At this rate, cleaner option is to wait for a closure above, retest. And if it does reject, could be potential options to sell it, but it'd be quite risky. Otherwise, I'd be looking for the buys on the pullback on GJ. It does pull back down to form support. There's your option to look for the buy. That's my opinion of GJ. Ooh, gold is dropping. Yeah, so it's playing out at the moment, but again, it just did not quite break the low prior to dropping, so there was no confirmation for me to take an entry. Let's see, let's maybe keep an eye on GJ, guys. Any other areas you'd like me to look at, feel free to drop that in chat. YouTube, Beats, Franco, Kyle, Lau, Michael, 54, K4, good to see you, mate. I don't think I've seen you on in the chat much of late. Matthew, welcome as always. Bartman, Bill, it's always the same names. Steve, appreciate you guys, welcome. Everyone on TikTok, if you're not yet followed, make sure to do so. Welcome everyone. Probably a few too many to start naming all of you. I'll just go through some of the chat. Keanu, about it being in a sell since yesterday. Should I keep it or close it? It is consolidating on, I'm assuming, gold. Yeah, you should have a plan in regards to how you're going to manage it. It's at some pretty strong support just now, so if you are in profit, definitely manage it. Don't take a loss if you're at decent profit. Could well bounce, it could easily bounce off this support and head back up. Could be just grabbing some liquidity to make a move back up. And look, I could potentially be looking to get involved in a buy option shortly. I mean, if this 15 closed strong or bullish, then what I'm waiting for, so a back above that support, then what I'm waiting for is a little bit of a minor pause back above the support, closing the, at that point we're still going to close the M30. A nice strong bullish candle will look a bit like so, tapping into a little bit of clear traffic, sorry, below after bouncing off the support. And if it begins to break the minor resistance and the 30-minute bullish candle is high, that would be my potential entry point. So we'll see. Let's pop him back down now. There goes the GJ. Yeah, I'm gonna wait at least 15 minutes. My Thai friends, good day to you. I can't read Thai, unfortunately. Can speak a bit though, but I can't read it, so sorry, mate. Shake, gold, technically bullish, the bias at the moment. Yeah, I know, all good. You're in profit at least, that's good. Seems GJ has strong bullish. Daktari. Yeah, it is the bias flipped back to bullish after being neutral yesterday. VRF, bruh. GU. GJ currently rejecting, that's all good, not in a trade right now. This was levels from yesterday and they're still quite relevant as far as the 1-2 downside. All right, so you've got a pretty strong catalyst. It's closed below some previous resistance and support here to the left. 30-minute as well, so you could almost be in a GU sell, to be honest. What else have we got? 30 minutes flip bearish. It's some added confluence for our counter probabilities to the downside. Daily's fighting up against a strong bullish candle though, and weekly's flip back bearish. So it looks pretty good to potentially come back down a bit further. And as far as buy options, what I'd like to see is perhaps a bit of consolidation and pop above that support. Otherwise, yeah, it's still technically bullish in buy aside from the 30. The buys lower down would also be valid. Let's see. DJ, we're going to get some closures above. Oromi, yeah, thank you for sharing the live, appreciate it. Thank you very much, welcome. Leticia, what do you think about gold? To be honest, I think it's at a pretty strong level in price action, so I'm looking for a buy. If we remain above, I'm going to see how I can get involved in some buys. So I did mention just before, not going to have a single count on catalyst based on the 30 here, because that would require one of two things, either a bullish engulfing or a strong bullish with a higher high, higher low sort of previous. Even if it does happen, there is no margin to buy it, so I'm require a different catalyst from this level. Played a few minutes ago what that would be, and so far the first tick could be almost ticked off. Want this to close strong and preferably back above, followed by a little bit of a weak pause on the next M15, which will still close the 30-minute. I like that. Close the 30 back above, strong bullish candle, long lower wick into the support, bouncing off it, and that will be enough for me to look forward by entry above the bearish candle high. And potential sells if we reject. So it looks like we're going to close bullish in the 15. So for the sell options, I think we're closing up near our high. What I'll need to wait for is a candle's close back on the 15. Either very bearish engulfing, so a bearish engulfing, or strong bearish, preferably lower high, lower low. Wouldn't worry too much if it creates a higher high, lower low. They're the likely options for the sells. It's a serial buy. I think it's a good level. I think it's a good level to start considering your options to buy it. Yeah, I'm a very strict, disciplined trader. I require a catalyst. Yeah. For me, it's always about, said it to a few people in this session before, it's not about coming to the charts to hunt a trade, it's coming to the charts so it can convince me to take a trade. I want to just put hard-earned cash on a half-assed trade because of a need of feeling the need to trade, to be involved in the markets. For me, it makes no sense. Bill, do you? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Especially if it breaks zone low again, wow. BOS, bro. Buy or sell. Waiting for a confirmation. Nothing at the moment. Thank you for the follow. Thank you everyone for the follow. All the new people. Trying to do these streams daily. For the most part, daily. Streaming live on YouTube at the same time. All right, so GJ, looks like we're closing a weak bullish candle on the 15, rejecting the range above. I don't really have confirmation to sell it. If that was the 30, I'd be looking to sell it. 15, I don't quite trust when it comes to GJ anyway. But we'll see. We'll see where the 30 closes. If it does close back within the range, we'll be looking at something similar to the move gold made prior to the stream on the 30, just here. Let me just check something on GJ. Let's win what time frame? Depending on what pair. GJ, it's more focused on a 30, but I do look at 15 and sometimes the 5 to add confluence. I also look at the higher time frames just to get a general feel of the direction for the day and the overall trend. Gold, it's probably more the 15. Obviously the 30, a lot on the 30 as well. But most of the catalysts are pretty much a mix between a 15 and 30, to be honest. There still could be buy options on gold. So the next thing I want to look for, if I am to buy it potentially in the next candle, so we've actually closed back bearish on this 15. Simply this. Bullish engulfing. Back above. There's another catalyst. Buy it. So as data prints, I reassess and I adjust my rules as to what I want to see. Each trade is unique and different from the last, so I always have to adjust my rules. My rules are, I have very straightforward rules, very strict rules, very easy for me to follow. Comes easy for others to follow once they've practiced it enough. So, seeing on JJ, I mean, the preference is a bearish engulfing candle and back below this resistance. But it wouldn't look that bad on a 30. It closed pretty much like so. Chosen somehow feel gold was up. Yeah, well, it's at a pretty strong level. It's in heavy consolidation as well at the moment. Up near some resistance on the 4 hour. I do feel if it does begin to pop below some resistance and we get closures below it, then yeah, I also again feeling is different to having actual confirmation. But what I think would happen is, yes, we could make a deeper correction. But again, for me, it doesn't mean I just trade it based on that. I still need to wait for a confirmation. A little bit of structure forming here on a 5 minute. Lords and family, gold yesterday closed the bullish engulfing bar. Like buyers are interested, buying at the 4 hour fair value gap. We're talking about here, I'm assuming. Could be an option. The 5 minute looks pretty good for a sell, but it's just not my confirmation time frame. But it is looking pretty good. Goes. Andreas, good morning to you, mate. Welcome. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, it's on the 5 minute, making a decent move. So the focus is GJ at the moment, guys. That's a fit. So now that it's dropped under the green box, does that mean you don't buy on gold? Doesn't mean I don't buy, it just means I need to maybe wait a little bit longer. That definitely doesn't mean I don't buy though. Got Tatsu reversal. You're talking about as far as on the higher time frame picture. The downside potentially. So the upside, no confirmation at all just yet. Yeah, it's gold. That's gold. This is DJ. counter, what are the currencies I trade most of the way? Mainly gold, to be honest, and GJ as well. Gold because there's volume. There's always volume about in gold. Another thing I like about it, trades are usually over and done with very quickly for me in win, lose, or draw on gold. I don't like to sit in trades long, that's why I scalp. I don't like swing trading. And GJ also, because as a cross, it's fairly volatile as opposed to the majors. AU is very slow. I mean, EU and GU will give you moves, but also they're very slow. Like if you were to measure the length of these candles in comparison to GJ, they're really, there's not much in comparison. GJ has a lot more volume. It's not that it has a lot more volume, but it just doesn't take as much to move it as the majors. The majors are far more liquid. There is a lot more volume in the major pairs, so they're more traded, but therefore it takes more to shift it. So crosses like GJ, GA, EJ, EuroCAD, GCAD, those sort of pairs, they tend to give you some pretty nice moves, and I would probably say maybe more often. To be honest, that's probably shouldn't say it because I don't watch them to know, to be honest. But if they're anything like GJ, I would say similar thing. All right, so let's see on GJ. Are we going to close above? Oh, gold. Look out, bullish engulfing. That would be a catalyst. The one issue will be stop loss. The only issue here will be stop loss. If it does close bullish engulfing, I will look to buy gold. I'd probably just have to stop. And it's not best practice, but I'll probably have it just below the support. Because to have it right below low of this candle, it's just going to be a massive one. To say it closes up around this point here, you're looking at 40 pips. Look, I probably will start with the stop loss there and I'll manage it. So if the new candle creates a bit of a lower wick, I could manage it based off that as well. All right, so let's put a alert on gold. Let's have a look at GJ. All right, so GJ could go either way as well. GJ, if we close right back up, GJ buys invalid. Gotso, Tatsu. Yes, price action at certain levels on the chart. Aaron, hope you're well, brother. Welcome. How's things, mate? Hope all is good. All is well here. Sugar money, time to buy. Yeah, it could be. Could almost be. Let me make sure I've got gold open as well. Just remove that. Oh god. GJ as well. And keep an eye on GJ, we want it to close above lower wick and then entry above the catalyst candle. Detriment's more into you, mate. Hope all is well. Mixed gold, golden nose. Gold still sell. Well, at the moment it could. It's just reversing a little bit. So if I was to look for a pin bar or doji candle catalyst closing bearish, I would have wanted to have closed above the most recent support. So that won't be valid. So for gold to be valid in the next minute and a half, I really want this candle to close bullish engulfing on the 15 and struggling at the moment. So once again, GJ guys, let's keep a bit of an eye on that. Stop loss will be below the 30. Your entry will be above the candle's high. Requires a lower wick to form prior to any entry. So what I suggest doing just now is focus on what the highest point of your catalyst candle is on your broker. And if you get the confirmation of closure above, that's where you want to look to enter, just above that point. It's going to likely be a quick one. Again, Glint, dealer, price action is king. I agree, personally. $795 is the highest point in my broker at the moment, so I'll be looking at 815. Yeah, wanted to close around here. I don't want to pull back. Quickly look at gold. Alright, so GJ is the focus, guys. Looking relatively good. It's okay if it closes like this. Alright, wanted to pop up a little bit my broker. Alright, this is alright. Pop up. I've not set the order. I want it to now create the low wick. I don't have the low wick in my broker. So I want it to pop back down. If it pops back down to create a low wick, I'm going to set a buy stop above previous candle's high. If it goes just now, so be it. That's the rule I've created right now. Not going to stress it. I'm waiting for it to pull back to create low wick. Arrow, good now. Finally got power. Oh, mate, after the cyclone. Yeah, that was harsh. But good to hear that all is well. Being stuck in dark for ages wasn't fun. I can imagine. Yeah, well, good that you're back up and running. Come on, GJ. Break. Really wanted that low wick. And it's a steadfast rule of mine, so I need to be true and stick to it. Let me have a look at something. Going to 30, isn't it? Is what it is. Alright, gold 15-minute engulfing would also provide an option. So that's something we can be playing on for gold. That will require waiting just over 12 minutes. DK, you broke out bottom wick. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, you're looking pretty good, mate, if you are in it. Nice one. Thanks, Harry. Looking at it. Tatsu. What do I think about 29.40 price and gold? It's a high price, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not so concerned by it, to be honest, because it's so far away. Scalping, so I'm more interested in 29.40 for the time being. I'm more interested about where we currently are on the chart, but seeing you asked, think it needs to pass 29.30, the stronger resistance, and if it does, then there's a good chance 29.40 will be next. When traffic up after it pops above 29.30. I don't think it would have. It would have probably been a drawdown. Be around the entry, I think. Had I taken it? Again, I just didn't have that rule ticked off, so very simple, no entry. That means. Lucas Marsh, g'day to you. Are we waiting for candle to close above the bottom zone on gold? That's what I'm waiting for. Yes. And this is the reality of trading. Sometimes waiting means you miss the move, but it's also, in my opinion, gives you a higher probability if it does present. And right now, things are moving without my confirmation. Does it mean others haven't got an entry at the moment? So it just means I need to reassess. If it continues up, then I just need to wait for a little pausing price action on the 15, and then it could be valid again. But we'll see. We'll see. It's chill, and we'll see. Lucas Marsh, you need to make 2% on your second on it today. Hopefully, you can do this morning. I wish you all the best. But what I would suggest is don't force it. Just be patient and wait. Just chill. Let it come to you. It says here 29.16. That's definitely a potential level could pump up to. I'd be focused on 29.20. Yeah, it's pulling back just now. Had anyone taken an impulse, he would have had, in what for me anyway, would be enough to secure. But we're rejecting, so DJ as well. Wow, look at that. Once again, happy I stuck to my rule, and it spared me being stuck in drawdown at the moment. Sketchmas, Trey and Y session is minefield Trump tweets nowadays. I can imagine, man. Especially about all these tariffs. 1 minute they're on, next minute they're off. And Mitt's rushing, Jake. Yeah, there's no point rushing into a trade if it hasn't ticked the boxes. Lucas Marsh projecting the bottom of Asian session long goal. Yeah, it's traded a lower. Oh, you mean, sorry, just here. You know what? Gold sales could almost be valid as well. This closes weak bullish. with what we've done is we've popped back above into the range above the 4-hour support, only to reject. What that may suggest to me this week here is that maybe we'll just grab some liquidity from this area again, and if we become to break the low on the following candle, there's a good chance it could make the impulse to the downside. Keep a bit of an eye on that. Wow, look at GJ now. It's more probable now, in my opinion. Getting in a lot higher up, that's the only thing. You're getting in about 7-8 pips above the original, what I was looking at originally. Yeah. ByBit buys above the high with stop loss below current 15. That is something you could be looking at just now. So a really quick scalp option on GJ. Risky because you're getting in lower down, but it has pulled back to now create that low wick. And it's broken its own high yet again. So in my opinion, it's more probable. Once again, pure price action this is based on. Alright, got 4 pips on the table, pushing a little bit. There we go, 5. Alright, pop up a little bit higher. Here we go, 6 over 6. Went to the closure of the 15. Love to be a break even prior to that. Oh, here we go. All right. Moving quite nicely. All right, there we go. Gets a break even. I'm gonna secure some partials. Wow, look at this thing pop. I've secured 80%. I'm just gonna let the rest run. I secured 80% at 10. And job done on GJ. Your price action, once again, wait for that low wick. That is why. Job done. Hopefully some of you managed to get involved. And that is just based on simply price action and the fact that it's in a clean level of traffic. That definitely helps. I will explain it again shortly. Let's have a look at gold quickly. Anyone take it? Lau, nice one. Nice one, man. Leticia, patience. Yeah, that's what trading is all about. Carter Cruz, 1 minute on what? Carl, you're in. GJ, nice one, brother. You're probably in from lower down. But nonetheless, great to see it play out, and it's a nice win. Loyalty family over GJ's trade now waiting. GU 5 minute close above the buyers. Take the previous high. GU. A close above here. Yeah, just be wary of that because it is a resistance on the 30. And to me, that's the more probable area to get involved. Yeah, gold's a bit... I don't like the way it's pulling back. I want it to close very weak, bullish for a potential sell. Has to pop right up. I was considering buying it. DK got GJ, nice one. Lucas, that's all good, man. You're following your plan. I'm happy to hear it. Really happy to hear it. Beats are in, nice one. Nice one, guys. So nice win on GJ. Once again, I'll go over it in a minute. Let's just watch gold quickly. It's not a convincing closure in my opinion. But yes, it's bullish engulfing, but it's left a big wick to the upside and it's not closed back above the support here, so it's not valid for me. If I was to use the fib to determine whether it's a weak or strong closure as far as to look for a sell, pretty sure it's going to tell me it's too strong of a bullish candle. It's line ball, it's right near the 50. I prefer it to be below 0.382 for me to consider a sell stop below the low of this candle. So for me, I'm just chilling on gold, still running in GJ, still got my position, my little runner in. So we'll quickly go over it, guys. So why I took this trade, and you watch and learn, even if you didn't take it. I did call it to perfection, to be honest. It did pop straight up and I said not going to take it without the low wick. Patiently waited. The thing that put me off a little bit, but it still made sense, was the fact that it popped up about 6 pips above the previous candle's high. So it did push a fair bit. Why I wasn't so keen on that was because then if we did pull back to create a low wick, which we did, we'd have to travel a little bit further just to be triggered into the trade. But irrespective of that, it still made sense because we're pulling back to retest yet again a level of resistance. So it's likely going to be liquidity at that level. And once we create that low wick, we begin to flip and break our own high into clean traffic to the left. There's a high probability it would give me enough to secure some sort of profit. And that's what it was based off, and absolutely perfect. So well done if anyone did take it. Let's just see, it went through a bad time. 29.17, I just have to wait for it to get better. Yep, again, there's no harm in chilling and waiting for, you know, things to come to you. Yeah, so GJ is running at about 10 with profit in the run at the moment, so wow. Pushing with broken. To be honest, it's a cracking entry. I'm really happy with the way it went. I think it deserves a like. YouTube, hint, TikTok. You guys can smash that screen for me. Only 11 likes, YouTube. You guys are great, but you forget to hit that like button. Zach, that was GJ. Bye. Yeah, GJ at the moment. So where is my final TP? 192.10. Around that level. Does line up with a little bit of support on the 15 here. So that's pretty much my target, just around that level for the runner. But there's a good chance it could pull back and take my runner out, but all good. Sketchmas, it should be a minimum of that because I have the same gang on every stream. But Yeah, all good. All right, let's see what else is going on. GU pulling back. Yeah, still not convinced by gold. So for sales to be valid again, very simple. Very simple. Reassess, plan ahead, create a new rule. The rule would be, personally, if I wanted to get involved in a trade, that bearish engulfing, low, high, low, low, upper wick. There's your catalyst. See how I can try to make it as simple as possible. There's no odds. If it breaks, I just enter, and then it pulls back up. You're not feeling great. Then it ends up closing below and maybe makes the move. But if you just waited for the right confirmation, you're feeling a lot better about it. Like so. It's rule-based trading based on price action at certain levels. That's pretty much the summary of the way I go about things. John, thank you for that sticker, by the way. One extend Shark 9. Buy or sell. I do nothing on gold at the moment, and it still could do anything at current level. It's at the level where I could look to buy it or sell it. I just need to wait for some confirmation. Andreas, you wait for a sell potentially if it presents. But once again, no need to rush or force anything. Still got my GJ runner in play doing its thing, so just chill, sit back, enjoy some profit.
Hey Justin.
G'day mate, how are you?
Good. How about you?
All good my friend. What's going on?
Nothing much. Just waiting for DJ to close. Looking like he might provide me with something.
Yep, looks good. Looks really good. Closing above some resistance by the looks of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar to GJ. EJ is looking really good.
Also, on EU, if it will succeed to close above this, it's created a small zone resistance here. If it will close above that area, then that's why I'll be looking to take some buys from above there.
From above the support? Oh.
Yeah, it's actually at the support now, but
yeah,
because of this little high here, just above where it is at the moment.
Yeah.
I would like for it to clear that area first.
Agreed.
So,
yeah, I agree. That'd be a pretty good entry point.
Yeah.
Also for our resistance.
Yeah, but EJ, the way it's moving, it might just go crazy within the last 5 minutes and just leave me behind. I don't know.
Well, GJ is flying. I'm close to, getting closer to the TP.
So let's see what happens.
Kane, wow, long time, mate. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you on the stream. Lucas, goodbye for me, going to target 21. On gold. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Yeah, so let's flip back. Yeah, so for me, the entry point on this particular trade, if I was to look for a buy, would be above previous candle's high. But again, I just don't like the way it rejected to leave such a long upper wick. So there is no entry, and GJ is off to the races, guys. Look at that. Just tapped into a bit of minor previous support to the left. So if you haven't secured anything, probably a good idea to think about it. You're more than 20 pips up. Pound yen, Zach, that is correct. Then look at it reject. So that, hence why I feel it was a pretty good level to secure if you have not yet done so. So well done, guys. Yeah, gold's still struggling a little bit, coming close to session open. Look, futures, welcome. Cheers, guys, for smashing that screen over around 4K almost now, 4K likes, so appreciate it. Whatever you call it on TikTok, hearts, whatever it is. Social 7 marketing, what time frame is the best for short trade in? I have been trading on M5 30 60-minute holds. Look, again, there is many ways you can skin a cat. For me, on gold, I focus more on the 15, also obviously the 30, and I will look at the 5 GJ, all at 30. But again, I still look at the 15. In this particular case, it was based on a break of that previous 30 high, but using the 15, or no, still using the M30, I suppose, because you're still waiting for the first 15-minute count of the new M30 to pull back, to create low wick, and then that was when the entry was taken as it broke. DJ, it's mainly in the 30. And I do again look at the 15. I look at the high time frames as well, just to get an overall general picture of what direction we're heading. Nice one. If anyone's in gold, looking like it could head back up. No name. Yep, it's, I mean, you guys are intelligent enough to work it out, like where you can find things. Yeah, I just gotta be careful because I don't want to get a ban. Lucas, nice one. Good work, mate. But yes, sort of. So it's also reacting to that 192 flat GJ. Zach, will I trade gold? Well, for me, that wasn't what I wanted to see. If I was to enter, I would have just been triggered in, probably be a couple of pips up had I taken it. Yeah, for me to consider it, I need to wait for it to reset. So for me, a reset would look something like this. A little bit of a pause on a 15. A weak bearish candle. And then I could consider, if I really wanted to, as it begins to break. Miller, EU. DJ also continuing up. There we go. DJ. Wow. DJ is about to smash TP. There it is. Little TP hit on GJ. Nice one. Back to EU, sorry. Yeah, so as mentioned before, Bill spoke about EU and how he wants to get involved above this level here, which more based on the hourly. I think that's a pretty good entry point as well. As far as sells, you want it below that point. Reason being is you're going to have some... Well, you've already got the structure flip bearish in the 30 actually. But still, it's at support just now, so it'd be not the wisest decision to sell it into support. I'd rather wait for it to pop below it. You got clean trap to the left. What else? What other confluences have you got? You'd be breaking the current daily candles low. The support formed at that level. The 4-hour candle probabilities to the downside. But so far it's respecting this resistance to the left. So really, in my opinion, you need to wait for a closure blow into that clean traffic, retest, and that will be the sell option. Otherwise, for me, that looks the best point of entry for a buy. You're also going to be flipping the structure back bullish above that point, but there is resistance here to the left, so wouldn't do any harm if you would wait for it to create a clean impulse up to cut through some of that mess, then pull back, form support, and then buy it. Yeah, so that's my opinion of it. So London Open, guys, well done to those who took GJ. Gold is right back at the most recent resistance, so well done to those who managed to find a way in gold, but for me there's nothing at the moment. X17 895, not gold, just hit TP on GJ, but not in a gold trade. Alrighty guys, I think I'm gonna go chill. We've had a nice win. I'm gonna be back on for members a little bit later on. Yeah, so if you have not done so, hit the like button. If it were me, what I'd be looking for is to see if this candle closed weak bearish and then perhaps a buy above the bearish candle high, but otherwise I don't really see anything on gold at the moment. I'd rather just chill, wait for it to maybe make the move back up, cut through the wick here to the left, reject, look for a potential sell option from the highs. It is risky because it's against the bias, but it's just range bound at the moment, so there's nothing wrong trading range. Buys above the high still make perfect sense as well. And the sells are a bit tricky. Much cleaner below this 2907 at the moment for continuation sells. That's pretty much it. GJ just needs to let it do its thing at the moment. Wait for a bit of a pullback and then look for options to buy. It is close to a 4-hour resistance, so it could be a potential entry, a potential rejection level, but I wouldn't just sell it if it taps in. You need to wait for a decent confirmation to sell it. Something similar to what we had here. We had that closure back below the support that could give you a catalyst for a pullback sell. That's it. Carl, you too. Sorry guys, that's a quick one. Again, job done. I'm not gonna get anything at the moment. Waiting to see how gold closed. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Lucas, I'll enjoy my evening. It's evening here. Social 7, appreciate you. Thank you for that sticker as well. Members, I'll see you guys later on. I'll keep you posted. We'll jump on a call for pre-MY. Everyone else, take care. Have a good one. Catch you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Bye guys.